Hello, my name is Keegan Schrader, and this is my presentation for Integrated Business Project. So for the first slide, we're going to discuss analyzing business issues and events that relate to decision-making in an international business context. So strategic decision-making in an international business depends on a lot of simple but important factors. Companies must deal with supply chains that stretch across countries, which can cause delays or problems. They also need to think about differences in workers, such as pay or skill levels. Technology can vary between countries, making it easier or harder to do business. Money issues like changing currency values can also affect profits, obviously. Global events like health crises or energy problems can quickly change how a business operates. Companies must also understand different cultures so they can connect with customers. Competition from other global businesses pushes companies to improve. Laws and government rules in each country can easily impact decision making. Businesses also need to protect their reputation by acting responsibly and with integrity. Overall, most companies must stay pretty flexible and make smart choices to succeed worldwide. They need to have strong leadership and so that they can respond quickly to changes. Planning ahead and managing risk can also help avoid major losses or issues. Building good relationships with local partners also can really obviously improve success in new markets as well. And then on to the next topic. It'll be challenges and opportunities that cultural and individual differences can bring into business environment. So to start off with some of the challenges, there are language differences and communication styles that can cause confusion. That's probably one of the most major things, obviously, because for me, in my job, I'm taking orders to customers, and a lot of those customers don't speak English. A lot of them in the area that I live in speak Spanish, and most of the people that work in that job that can pick up those orders, it's a company that hires them that's very inclusive, and so a lot of them get jobs pretty easily. A lot of foreign people get jobs easily. So a lot of those people that speak Spanish, it does make a complicated environment to work in, but especially now with Google Translate makes it a lot easier, but still is a big challenge in day-to-day life. Different work habits and expectations might make teamwork a little difficult because some people want to work independently, some people want to work together, obviously. So those people who want to work independent, working together with other people in a business setting can kind of have conflicts sometimes, especially when it comes to specifics on a job. Cultural misunderstandings can also lead to conflict. There are certain people that may have certain work settings in a place they used to work if they lived in a different country, or in a different job they worked at that has a different cultural setting. So I mean, when it comes to different people working together, you're going to have a lot of clashing cultural issues and conflicts like that. Managing a diverse team also can require extra effort and training. That kind of goes along with the cultural misunderstanding. Leaders may need to adjust their management style for different employees. That kind of goes along with those other 2 points. I mean, when it comes to the actual manager slash leader, or if you're just the team leader of a certain group that you're working with, you might need to change with what you're kind of approaching with, or the communication styles, or the strategic styles that you might approach, because everybody else is going to have different viewpoints and different understandings with whatever you're working with. And then over to the opportunities away from the challenges. So some of the opportunities we have: diverse ideas can increase creativity and innovation. And then better understanding of a wide range of customers and improved decision making from multiple perspectives. And employees may feel more valued and motivated in an inclusive environment. And then stronger teamwork as people learn from each other, and then greater success and competitiveness in the long run. Those to me I think are sort of self-explanatory, because obviously talking about the challenges people face, I mean, for the opportunities, it's kind of pretty pretty self-explanatory when you have things like, better understanding of a wide range of customers. Like, you're going to have those certain things that kind of make people work together easier because of factors of teamwork and things like that. Because, being able to work as a team, or being able to have people input factors with their decision-making skills and their whatever they have from their own background, that really helps people work together. Putting all those things together with people's own strategies and their different ideologies and things, it really helps people work as a team easier. And then moving on to the next topic, we have explain the need to operate with civility and cooperation in a complex and diverse international business environment. So operating with civility and cooperation in a business environment is really important because it directly affects a company's success. When people treat each other with respect, it builds trust and leads to stronger relationships with employees, partners, and customers. I can say easily from my own experience, having a base of coworkers that I've worked with, being able to relate to things, treat each other with respect, build a friendship almost, and being able to connect in certain layers. You can build that layer of trust with each other, and it really makes people, if you build that layer of trust, it can make people really just be easier to talk to, kinder to each other, and respect each other more. Working together helps teams communicate better, solve problems faster, and avoid overall conflict. It can make work more efficient and easily improve results. Obviously, when you're working together as a good team, you're going to see better results. If businesses do not act respectfully, they can damage relationships and lose opportunities. Civility also makes employees feel valued, which can help motivation and productivity. And companies that focus on respect and teamwork in this category, they're more likely to obviously succeed and grow faster in global markets. It can help companies maintain a positive reputation as well. That's important to, especially in a business world where you want to put on a good, performance for other businesses, and really whether it's competitors or people you side with, because you want to look good as a business overall so that you can grow faster and where against your competitors, and grow and show that your allies that you're actually a well-working, well-rounded business. And to conclude that, with the strong cooperation, it can lead to obviously these long-term partnerships and even new business opportunities. And then moving on to our next and last topic, topic 4, it's identify similarities and differences among cultures, economies, business regulations, and political environments. So the main key similarity in these 4 factors that I found together were how companies make decisions, manage risk, plan their strategies when operating in different countries. So each factor influences costs, opportunities, and the way businesses interact. They're interconnected with changes in a political environment where they can affect regulations, which then can impact the economy and even cultural attitudes towards business. They differ in the way that they focus on and how they impact other organizations. Culture mainly deals with people's values, beliefs, traditions, and behaviors, which can influence different communication styles. In contrast, economies can focus on financial conditions such as income levels or inflation or overall market growth, which can directly impact demand for different goods and services. Business regulations and laws that companies follow, including labor laws or taxes, can greatly vary from a country to another, and political environments refer to how governments are structured with how stable they are, which can impact policies or planning. The level of variation among those factors are obviously very different in different ways. The cultural differences may lead to misunderstandings or different businesses adjusting to different markets or managing styles. Economic differences can create gaps in other markets or pricing strategies. Regulatory differences can increase costs or limit certain business activities, while political instability can create uncertain risk. Companies that understand these things are better to obviously adapt and reduce risk and work better in a global marketplace. And that concludes the rest of the presentation. So thank you for listening.